Ahoy there, I'm Tiny Pirate, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. If my voice is a little quiet, let me know. I'm letting the kids go to sleep, little tykes. So hello to everybody. There's a bunch of you already in chat, which is great, and I continue with my addiction to playing Kerbal Space Program. So let's have a look at what is going on. I've done a little bit of stuff while everyone was away. Nothing too exciting, but I did. Oh, that's the stupid little probe that went a bit bananas. I have set up, what have I set up? I've got a, around Minimus, we have a bit of science experiment going on. So those things are just happily tootling away there. They're doing as best as they can, but I did get a whole bunch of scanning done of Minimus and the moon. Nothing landing yet there, except for the previous streams. So just a couple of ships pootling about. And because of that, I picked up a bunch of, what did I do? I picked up a bunch of science and some money. So it's time to spend that science. And I've had a little think about it. I'm kind of tempted by, not this one. This is cool. I mean, I do like all these components, but I do also want this. I want these Kerbal, this Planetary K and K, Planetary-Basesystems stuff. So we're just going to pick that one up and be done with it because we have a contract to land stuff on Minimus. I'm sort of tempted by this Planetary Base Services MechJib autopilot. That's kind of cute, but a bit pointless. Landing leg, wheels, things. So many options. A little bit of science down here, but also there is, what is this? MechJib Ascent Landing in Spaceplane. That is kind of tempting. Ascent Autopilot would be quite nice, but so would all this power system stuff. Rechargeable, what is that? Rechargeable battery? How does that differ? I don't know, but I do like this battery container and the solar array for our station. So I think we're just going to go with that. It leaves us with 274. Do I want to spend it on something? This could be good. Uses CO2 and hydrogen to generate water. Yes, maybe. Air filter. Gather multiple resources like oxygen and nitrogen. Air filter. Extract carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. What's it doing? I'm just having a quick think. It seems like a good idea anyway. It's only 90, and it will backfill some of our tech. Likewise here, wheels. This one here, 160. Small engines. Separatrons. That is very helpful. Boosters are the key. Yes, I'm very pleased with my recent launch system. So my recent launch system looks a lot like a Falcon Heavy, which is probably no great surprise because that is that's a good approach. You know, it's sort of very efficient, I think, optimal. So, okay, just told Nightbot to join the channel. Hopefully it doesn't instantly cause massive problems like it did last time. Start trying to ban people. So, hey Topkick, hey Mind Potato. I need to... What I think I need to do is to hop to... Oh, I have the game on my SSD, so not too bad. And it's a pretty decently punchy computer, so probably about a minute. Heyo Neon, and I'm just having a little think here. I want, we'll say the cup. Okay, well, you're not very space planey. We're just going to put you there. I like this shiny Windows mod. It's kind of cool. Look, you can see the space plane hanger. So what I want to look for is, there's life. What is this? Pressurized. Just going to stick that on there. It's a pressurized container for what? Oh, it's like a... Cool. It's like a Kerbal attachment system container. So if you are interested in the mods, they're all in the description. A planetary deep freeze. This is kind of cute. If I want to freeze my Kerbals, I can cryogenically store them, which I don't want to do right now. EVA items, I probably will need those. Kerbalism. So this greenhouse is good for any, let me just tell it to open. So this is a pretty cool greenhouse that's part of the Kerbalism system. That will be helpful for any station, or if I want to get fancy with the horizontal stuff. This gravity ring, come here. I'm just testing because I want to actually get to the planetary base stuff. This gravity ring is also pretty cool for the Kerbalism mod again. And round it goes. Very pretty. Supply containers, they're fine. So, here's what we want. Planetary bases. Get out of here, other stuff. So this stuff, there's a lot of it. I'm going to go new, don't save. We will use a Probodyne Hex. Yeah. Come here. I got to make sure these systems work before we send them out there. So, like, this is, see, it's like this until you attach stuff to it. So, where is my, so this is like an attachment point, and I can put like a battery in it, which is kind of cool. I'm just going to put an antenna on this before I forget. And that's gonna, okay, so right, we need to check how it will dock, and it will do automated docking for us. Airlocks, see, I can attach these things here, and it modifies the structure, which is quite cute. And flatbed, I don't know why I would want that just yet. Ahoy! Oh, there, subscriber. Liquid fuel container, I can chuck that. There you go, see, put that there. Tells you it's explosive. It's a very nice base system. So, do I have anything other than fuel and storage? I suspect fuel cell, adapters, food, corridors. Really? Corridor ending. Like, I can put the corridor ending there and it will adapt to show the end. Does that do anything? I'm just gonna have to check. Corridor airlock. Which way? That's the wrong way around. Actually, why don't I throw that away? And yeah. Oh no, not like that. Come here. Okay, so cool. You see, it does these cool adaptations like that. What I'm curious about is, will it smartly dock? I think it will. And I'm going to test it by putting some wheels on this thing. And then we're going to sort of try and dock with it. But there's a garage, which is kind of cool for rovers, kind of massive. Adapters for taking off. I don't actually have quite as much stuff as I had hoped. A small fuel tank. It's not super exciting. The planetary adapter. Okay, what does it do? Planetary adapter. Let me have a quick read. Sorry, adapters developed, failed attempts, missing landing legs. Blah 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 blah. Component base limited. Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is that going to be strong? I suspect that won't be strong enough. So let's see if we can. That's not how those should work. Let's try two of those, and we'll put. Come here. Put two more over there, and. Can we just... Okay, that looks terrible. But we're going to try anyway. And we might need a little bit of solar panels just on the roof. Got lots of solar panel options now. Oh, come on, you guys. Don't be so weird. Alright, there we go. That'll do. So, let's see what it's like. This is what every rocket ship should look like. It does. Another penetrator. We are going to go to... Minmus, I think. Okay. Is this thing weirdly driving? How about we can we control from here? No. Why doesn't it want to drive? Burm, 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 burm. Burm, burm. No? Yes? No battery? No? That's fine. You don't want to brakes? No? Oh, these must be unpowered. Never too early to build bases. I mean, I'm not going to build perhaps an amazing base, but I'm going to try and build something. Just because that's how I roll, and I have contracts to do it. So, retractable. I don't know if that's powered. This is powered though. So let's stick these on. Oi, why don't you operate properly? And all right, that'll do. Why are you so weirdly... Okay, that's fine. Let's see if that works. What am I a reaction to furries? I don't know. People do what they like. It's a hobby. There are worse ones. Okay, so it's going to look a bit weird, but that's okay. Let's get it off the runway. So we can try and like bang something else into it. We'll try and bang another one of these into it, see if we can dock at this end or dock at that end. And it's looking... It needs daytime. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, we'll just toggle the gear, toggle the brakes, toggle the... But just like... that didn't work very well. Do these not retract in any way? No, they do not. Okay. Yes. Let's get me a bit of daylight. It seems a bit... Oh, it's nighttime? Okay, right. A coronal mass injection? Oh, just as well no one's in space. Okay, that's fine. Do we... We can leave those. Back to the Space Center. Yeah, just going down that hill a little too fast. That's okay. Alright, let's try again. We want another thingamy. Come here, thingamy. Hello there, Zhang and Space Nerd. Let's try this one again. Launch. Will it auto-dock? I don't think with the Planetary base mod system that I have to... Okay, I don't want to go down too fast. I don't think with Planetary bases that I have to have docking ports. I'm pretty sure they're magnetically smart and will just attach, but I'm not 100%. Alright, so brakes. Brakes, slow down, slow down, slow down. Better. Oh, bit of sparks. Oh, we've broken a wheel. Oh, well, fair enough. That's fine. There's a sparks mod. Okay, let's just go this way. Let's see if we can bump into... Are we going to control from here? No, that's a planetary adapter. Will it actually... midsection, pressure control running, transfer crew. I don't know if these will actually dock. Well... that doesn't seem very productive. This, I don't know if this is actually going to work how I hoped it would. They're both kind of equally broken. Do a spin. Back up, back up. No, just back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay, cool. There are clouds flying overhead. There seems to be shadows on the ground. Okay, so let us do this way. If all else fails, I can build a more traditional style station until we unlock more planetary basis tech. But even so, I like these. Like, it would be good to get the stuff down on Minimus that we want, which are things like batteries and solar panels, all that kind of precursor stuff. It's not really... I don't know, it's not really trying, is it? No, that adapter isn't working. That is another adapter. Okay, no, that's not working. Let's just recover this stuff. Check the contracts and build something a bit more practical. Do I ever stream on Twitch? No, I just don't really understand Twitch. Right, just not something I totally get, so I prefer to stream here. Ahoy! Ahoy there, subscriber. What have you missed? Well, I've just been messing around with bits, and those bits have not been particularly productive so far. So our first... let me have a little think. Our first base is going to need to be a probe cord base. And what we're going to need to do is to give it a subassembly. This... was this Minimus launcher? Yes. This thing here has a ton of fuel. I'm just going to clip it on so I can keep an eye on its delta V. I have been taking it... Hello. I've been taking it up without fuel for kind of very low like probe missions. But it has capacity to launch quite a bit, and it's really stable. It's rock solid. I really like it. I mean, I like the idea of reusing good designs. It feels spacey. Now, what I want to worry about is what exactly we're going to put on Minimus. So Minimus is going to need... It's a cute little... How big is... Oh, yeah, not that little. It's a cute little engine. The Separatrons are very cute and adorable. And I will attach those to the boosters. Liquid fuel engine, that's also good. I've got cute, adorable, small engines galore. And of course, that rubbish one. So I've got these little monopropellant engines. They're quite... That's not so little. That's massive. What is that actually normal fuel? No, monopropellant. Orbital massive monopropellant engine. Great. So what I actually want to do, though, is think about parts to take up. So it's going to be a matter of sorting out... not a Clampatron. Containers, service tank, monopropellant tank. No, these big shrouds are nice to have. That is great. Winglets, no. Legs, get to that. Thermal, don't worry about. Electronics, get to that. I need to find... I've got some new ones of these, which is cool. 31 years quality. No, I'm not sure which of those would be better to have. We'll worry about that later. Probably the one that's default. Xenon thrusters. I don't know if I need xenon thrusters to get to Minimus. It's a little bit underkill or overkill. So a micro goo containment pod. That's adorable. I'm actually looking for things like hitchhiker storage. What is this? Itinerant storage. So what? Whoa! What is that? Let me have a little zoom. That's massive compared to the hitchhiker storage can. Oh, it's about the same. Deep space missions, 2 Kerbals. 4 Kerbals. Alright, so this one has a water recycler because I'm using Kerbalism. Pressure control, water recycle, waste processor, monoprop fuel cell. Oh, very nice. Which one is more expensive? That one's more expensive. 2 Kerbals, 4 Kerbals. This one has comfort. It's got a treadmill, so bonus exercise. Oh, that's actually good to take up now. ConnectedLivingSpace. Yes. Impassable nodes, none. Pass when surf attached? No. Okay, that makes sense. Redundancy, life support, habitat, fuel cell, scrubber. Whoa. What has this one got then? It's more expensive by a lot. Generator. Okay, I can't figure it out. Maybe we'll take up one of each. So that's good to know. This might become a Q&A. What got you started doing videos for YouTube? Well, actually, it's funny. I sort of I know, you know, the big YouTubers doing their thing, great stuff. But I actually got kind of interested because I was watching YouTubers like Weem. I don't know if any of you know Weem. He's a pretty cool guy, and he's a very Ooh, Corridor. He's a very kind of easygoing sort of YouTuber, and he's a reasonably little popular guy. And I thought, hey, he's got a good style, and I like it. And if he can be a cool guy on the YouTubes, I thought, well, I probably can as well. It might sound a bit weird, but that's sort of where I came to it from. So actually, this would almost make sense. So we might go with some kind of weird stack. So it could be a weird stack, and I don't know what those things would necessarily contain. A connected living space, another connected living space, because I don't yet have the Kerbalism hub. Airlock midsection. Where is it? Do I just throw those away? Like, I'm okay with the first base being a bit cheap and nasty, basically. That's not too extreme. It might be a little weird base, but it's just got to be passable. I think it needs room for 5. So what I might do is put a pod on top with... Oh, well, we're going to have to do it this way. So we'll figure this out briefly. So what is everyone asking? What is this? This is Kerbal Space Program, which is a rocket building game. Am I going to tune it? No, we're going to go to Minmus as the ideal thing. Space planes, I like building space planes, but they are very, like, they're quite a fiddle, and they take a while. Like, getting up to the speed and height and then trying to see if they work takes forever. Do you play games you find? I find games. I'm only little. I don't have like professional people helping me. Is it a free game? No, but I think there's a 40% off sale right now, which is pretty choice. So I actually want actually what I want to do is I want to attach the probe to the side of this. I'm going to stick it about here. And is it gonna let me do it? Ugh, no, it's not. Bad game. Oh, I know what I can do. I'm gonna have to throw that away though. So, come here, you. So you, I need to tip you over like that. Then, okay, so it's coming together now. I've got it. Don't you worry, guys. So you got your copy for $22. That is cheap. So yeah, it's worth it for the price you pay. So we... I will take... What's this one? Oh, this one could be... Where are you? Do we go like that? And then like that. And then... I don't know, this could work for me. Just flip. Okay. One on each side. That is now connected living space, which is very nice. Weirdly... How did that get so weirdly twisted? Okay, come on. Okay, that... Oh, I see. It's, the legs are twisted. Okay. Like that. Okay, so that feels good. It feels good. Yes, that actually isn't too shabby at all. The probe is there, kind of stuck on. It's a little bit hokey and weird, but that's okay. Then we can put on our... Not a lander can, although I might stick one on. We need the housing, wherever that was. Utility? A crew cabin? How many does that hold? A cozy pet... Oh, no. That's not going to be enough. We want these fancy cabins like this. So there is our... That one's upside down. And that one's fine. Okay, so cool. Fancy cabin. Except we want... What? No, stop it. Undo. Come here. Okay, so actually I want this to be the other way around, so they can climb down the side. And do I play Minecraft? Not really. Have done a little bit. Let me have a little see. So, okay, that's going to be the basic structure, but it needs to be a little bit heavier at the bottom part. So we have planetary bases to give us things. Corridor airlock. So this is a midsection airlock. So connected living space. Let me just check that it all works. Is it working? So why is that yellow? Alright, so, connected living space. Okay, so 6. Crew members, none. Capacity, 8. That's pretty good. Enable optional passable parts, whatever. Okay, I don't know what that just did. That seems fine. Good, so that's all working. Now what I want to do is give this some options. Fuel tanks aren't necessary. This is very kind of heavy and weirdly centered right now, but the idea is this will be the could I do it a little differently? Let me just have a quick squiz here. So planetary base system. Could we put this here and one there? Put this over here, and we put one there. It's a bit, I feel a little bit cheaty doing it like this. There's so much clipping going on. It's not too extreme. It'd be a bit weird to get that into orbit though. What do you build, Tiny Pirate? I'm trying to build some kind of horizontal lander thing, a base for Minmus. What does it think this is a corridor? Yes, of course this is CLS passable. What, really? I don't think that might not work, even if we tilted it up and stuck it on the end of a rocket. Come on. Why won't you let me do stuff? Am I going to play PUBG? Nope. I mean, I don't think I'd be very good at it, for one. And why is this being weird? Oh, God. Oh, that is the other option. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Alright, let's see. Gosh. Can we, like, straighten this thing up now? Alright. Yeah, no, so I don't think I'd be very good at PUBG. I mean, I'm not terrible at those sorts of games, but, I mean, there's a lot of people playing them. I'm pretty sure they can play them better than I can, so I'm not sure what I would bring to the game. Oahu, hello there. Oahu's a good spot. So, would this work? It feels a little weird. Yes. Okay, so that's passable. I think we told it to be passable and now it is. Yeah. It doesn't... Okay, so planetary base system. So that would have enough to do the jobs I want it to do. What I don't understand is I don't have... Like, these garages are really cool. I'll stick one up here, for example. And you can tell it to open left ramp, open right ramp. And you can put doors on the front as well if you get really excited. And the doors are cool and you can extend them, but I don't have anything to put in them. I just want to get this to a minimus, which, depending on the structural stuff we have, Oh, this, no, you know what? That's all terrible. It's just way too big and I can't build the stuff I need. So we're going to have to just build simple, and simple is going to have to do. So we're going to put it in just a very simple stack, and we're going to take it all the way up there, and we're going to just plop it down, and it's going to be enough to complete my contract, which is my main obsession. So my contract is, so forget that. Food, don't worry about that. Is it in space? Space? I don't know if it counts on space. So surface of minimus. It must have space for 5 Kerbals, which this definitely does. Right, that's all connected. Great. It must have 5,000 units of electrical charge. So this is where what I need to do is make sure, I might stick a couple of things on the side of this if I can squeeze them in. So the side of it should have, is there any, oh, actually that's kind of funny, that's a little unexpected. Well, that sort of works. Does ConnectedLivingSpace agree? Yes. Yes, so... okay, so come on, ConnectedLivingSpace. This is important for the... oh, yep, that seems to be happy, which is very good. Because what I also want to do is I don't have an obvious way to connect this right now, except to say that out the back I will probably, oh gosh, just try and stack yourself. I'll probably try and stick something there, which I think I can get all of this into orbit and to Kerbal, or to min-miss appropriately. No, just one of them. The weight, oh, do we want to? No, then a Kerbal can't get out. But could I? No, you know what? I think we might leave that for a second launch. That doesn't seem too extreme to take up. And what I will do is put an adapter on here for docking. So none of the planetary base system stuff is giving me connectors, which I don't really understand why it's not doing that. But I do have them under the coupling, not the juniors. I want the big Clampotron ports. And that will give me my base. So there we go. That will work. That will work just fine. Especially... not with those big leads, not with that microstrut. There must be, did we get them under planetary? No. We might have to use big leagues for now. They're kind of weird. Would that hold weight? I would like to think that it would, but I'm not sure. Okay, come on. Alright, so... no. Oh, of course you're gonna do it that way. Symmetry. Give me the one. Give me the symmetry that I want, which is that one. No, not the aerodynamic overlay. That's fine. Never mind. We'll just do one. Really, game? You're gonna do that to me? Give me one. Thank you. And really, you're gonna. Okay, did we clip it to the top? Yeah. And gosh. Oh, this is painful at times when it does this. Alright, so like I'm hoping this will work. Start retracted, of course. So this will need to get down, and to do that it's going to need power and monopropellant of its own. Cool. Good night, Jing. What am I building? I'm trying to build a little min-miss base, like very little. And it is... I've got planetary base mod, but it's not really, I haven't got all the parts I need for it, so I'm having to do this a little bit sort of manually, like without all the parts I would wish. We do have a really nice set of batteries now, and Kerbalism reckons this would have perpetual electric charge. Really? Find that hard to believe. It must be thinking that it's running the scrubbers or something. So I can see in here like scrubbers and habitat reaction wheels. There'll be something in here about oh, I see inventory. Let us put the tools in that we want. Oh, let's put and that, no, that, and we'll put a couple of these in as well because they're always handy. A couple of those in, couple of those, well, a couple of those in. Okay, fill up the seats. Alright, volume part, okay, that's fine. So go away seat inventory, go away ConnectedLivingSpace. Hello there, good to see you. We will need some power, so we might as well throw that on as well. We're probably trying to go to the South Pole, so of Minmus. So power actually worries me quite a lot. What is this? Wow, that's a huge battery. That has 800 charge. These have 1000 charge. Nice for you. These will be pretty ideal, except they're going to get in the way. Over here. Oh, that definitely is going to get in the way. There's better. And oh no, but when they deploy, will they be okay? Can it be kind of big? Would they get in the way? No, they should be okay. That should be fine. Right, retract. One thing we will need is some monoprop motors. Oh, that's massive. So, do we have anything smaller? We have a very small liquid fueled engine. It still seems kind of huge. These monoprops, were they much better? It's not too bad. And I would need to, obviously, to give this some monopropellant. So we could, that's quite a bit. That seems a little more bearable. I'm still worried about redundancy, so we will give it a bunch of that. Oh, it looks kind of adorable. And it needs a control wheel. I've got all these parts. At least that much. And I will give it normal. I'm on form today. I'm thinking with my brain, which is a very nice thing to think with. I highly recommend it. Alright. So that should be enough control. That should be enough turning and up and downing. Okay, cool. Whew, so let me just check what you guys are saying. I'm lagging? No? Yes? Is my mic lagging? That's weird, it shouldn't be. Okay, seeing some... What? Oh, I'm confused. The Kerbalism. Kerbalism adds all of this stuff down here, like electric charge, how much electric charge I'm going to be able to sustain. I don't know why it's solar power or solar panels in the shade. Produced... from a generator? Okay, so this Kerbalism simulates things like radiation, food, water consumption, all kinds of things. So yes. Cosmeteer, yes, I will be doing more Cosmeteer videos. Just not today. So I need to final kind of check before I slap this thing in some kind of system. I don't want to take up the mess of that. It needs communications, that's what it needs. Do I just now? No, not all of these. Like just one, just one. Thank you, Kerbal Space Program. Deploy. Bloop. That's kind of cute. Feels a bit stupid there, and it doesn't weirdly want to clip through properly there. So we'll just put it. I know. We'll put it down here. Retract. Cool. We have got to put on a small. One of those on that side for control. 68, is that any good? The 16 is better. Put that on here. Always like to tilt it out slightly. So what else does this need? What YouTube channels do I know? I know many YouTube channels. That was like FTL and RimWorld, Starship Theory. That's doing, I think that's doing fine. That is definitely, Starship Theory was made by a local developer from Hamilton. It's actually something I really like doing, is trying to support local developers. And I thought he had a really good idea for it, and the way it was working was beautiful, but he just needs a bit more time to cook it. While we're here, we could possibly get with a surface scanning module. Alright, I think we can probably afford to shove that on the side. Is it pointing down? I assume it is. Surface scanning module. I might put a bit of science on this bad boy as well. I always like to take a bunch of science with... Why are you... Oh, okay, you're just being strange. Fine, be strange, but be strange somewhere else. Okay, you can go be strange. Ah. You're not even going to clip on this thing? What is wrong with you, weird Geiger counter? Alright, well, just slap it over the window here so they can keep an eye at it from inside. Surface ablation laser. This is kind of cool. This does like a test. Let me have a look if I can deploy it. Systems check? No, it's pointing the wrong way. Alright, so we'll just put it there. System check. Zap, zap. Yeah, it's going to totes zap the ground and give us some cool surface scans of stuff. And that's probably... Oh, we might take up some goo. Put some goo on this thing. On the other window, just out here, so you can keep an eye on the goo. See what it's doing. That looks beautiful. Slap it on the window, that's true. I do want maybe just a touch more solar, and I want to stick it on both sides like this, just in case. You can never tell when something horrible like your solar panels are going to break, especially with Kerbalism. It will happily break them for you. So that actually, we'll put one on the back as well. Like that. So that should be, I think that looks alright for a little minimalist lander. Does it have what we require, or it requires of the contract? So, of liquid fuel, I gotta take, how much electrical charge does this have? Parts, I'm actually not sure. So, 5,000 units, so that's gonna be, that's like 1,000. Do I really want to add, I suppose I could. I mean, there's no harm, it's just weight, and I think we're going to be able to get there. Oh, you know what? That's starting to look a little silly. We might be better to slap some batteries around it. So they're 3,000 each. That's 2,800. It looks kind of stupid. Well, that would do the trick. 3,000 plus 2,800. I don't know. I will give this one some capacitors though, because I think they're awesome. And it looks kind of funky, right? So capacitors can dump power into our batteries quickly. I do, monks. I am in New Zealand. I am in Wellington, New Zealand. Where is the center of mass? Center of thrust is there. Center of mass, it's pretty high. I can't do much about that. So I am thinking we are probably good to go. I mean, I'm not going to hit everything we want on the minimus. Liquid fuel in the outpost, really? What would that even look like? What would... Okay, come here. Just... No, 5,000 units? That is a ton. Stability and land. We'd have to bring a bunch of fuel with us. And clip it on. Build an unmanned probe that has an antenna and can generate power. No, we don't have to worry about that. Orbital reconnaissance, we're doing that. Science data from the service. So that's going to be this. Okay, so I am feeling somewhat confident which is never a good sign. We've got comms, we've got power, we've got some sort of life support. We're not going to take anyone with us because they will die, because the Kerbalism mod will have them run out of food and water and all of that stuff very fast. Let's put this up here and see what we can do to put the rocket subassembly on. Where are you, subassembly? We're going to get rid of that because I don't like it. The 4 times. And the Minimus launcher is what we want. Okay, well, let's get rid of that. Fine. Now this has quite a lot of delta V. It's a little short on control, but I'm pretty sure we have the new fairings. Here we go. Do we have the new command? Whoop, we need this one first. So 2.5 meter adaptive shell. Oh, come here. Outside around the edges. Yep. Just, yes. Okay, so. Oh, here we go. That's working. And boop. And the final little. Come on. Boop, boop. Yay. Oh, so we want. Do we have any more control? Advanced inline stabilizer. Oh, it's not. I'm going to go for 2. Oh, it's ugly. I know that. But we really need the control. And what I need to do is to kind of strut this bad boy. And we'll strut it, so try not to get any cross tension. Oh, okay, fine. Do it that way. I don't see if I care. Whatever. So it is strutted. It is fueled. It is ready to go. I want the Separatrons. Where are they? The Separatrons are going to make my life a little easier. I think center of mass will be here. And here. Yes, I think that will work beautifully. Okay, so let's check this bad boy for staging. So first of all, no, we don't. It's so silly when it does this. Okay, so Separatrons up here. So that's going to separate the rocket sides. So that's the engines here. We're going to lower this a little bit because I don't like it perched up weirdly high. So we have between 4 and 5, 6,000 something odd delta V to get to orbit, which should be plenty. Should be absolutely massive. So I'm just going to check everyone's chat. Can I dab? No, I leave all the dabbing to my children. Ever going to meet fans? Oahu. I've been to Oahu before, and it was cool. I would happily meet fans. How late is it? It is 9:45, and yes, Mind Potato has that right. And no one is chatting. I'm the best. Thank you very much. It is true. Focus on vid. So, what do you think? I think this is going to be beautiful. This goes up. Then we do pop, 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 parachute, 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 decouple. Decouple's the last thing. Then we have all those parachutes. No, that would be silly. We do those and all the parachutes, and we pop that. So we drop the shell. Not those rockets. That rocket's the last thing we want. Although those rockets will be potentially very handy right where they are, because I can turn this thing around and slow it down just a touch to drop it back in the atmosphere, because I like to have all the cores and what have you disposed of, because I'm using stage recovery. So, Minimus base, alpha, Minimus base, alpha. Okay, so almost forgot my Kerbal Engineer. Those of you watching, you are very bad for not remembering Kerbal Engineer. Cannot go anywhere without that little beautiful bad piece of kit. Have we got all the science we want? What? We haven't got a pressure barometer? What were we thinking? And everything else is there that we could possibly want, I think. I don't think we need a magnetometer. I think we've already done surface scans. It should be fine. No. That is looking... That thing's massive, this telescope. So that's good. Right, let's cross our fingers. I do remember you, monks. Hey, Ronan. Glad to have you along. So, yes, I'm pretty chilled out. Some of my other videos, I'm a little bit more hyper because I edit them. Pirates these days are people consider themselves pirates because they have pirate clothing, or hackers who steal everything for fun. Yes, they're very naughty. Bring back Planet Base. I would love to, but Planet Base, there's nothing new in it. I've kind of done everything. There is a couple of games coming out. So there's one coming out from Paradox called Survive Mars, I think. That's going to be very Planet Base-like. Okay, so we'll do a laser surface scan from the... Alright, so great, we got 2 science. Very nice, okay, that's fine. So we want to go up, I think. It's the generally agreed direction that is preferred. So let me just fix Kerbal Engineer. It's telling me stuff I don't care about. Good. So 3, 2, 1. That's loud. That is absolutely massive. Yeah, that's a little ridiculous. I actually need bigger rockets to be able to throw things like this in orbit. Upwards. We are clawing for the sky. Climb. Climb, my beautiful, beautiful, ugly rocket. It's ugly pretty. I think that's very good. Play City Skylines. I probably should at some point. I kind of got a bit bored of it. Did what I'd wanted to do. I like to play new games. So, you know, the one I'm keeping an eye on right now is a couple. One of them is called... Oh my god, I can't remember. Way something. It's like a space Minecraft. That sounds kind of but actually it's looking really good. Waylanders, I think. Wayfarers, Waylanders. And the other one, let me just flip to... Here we go. We've got to start our turn. But not too fast. The other one I am looking at is Epic Tavern. There's a poly bridge type game, if you know what poly bridge is, about running chairlifts that I'm looking at. I'm very much looking forward to that as well. Oh, Separatrons. Yes, the Separatrons worked very well. Okay, cool. Oh, and they putted out, and now they're going to go stage recover. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? Pay attention, tiny pirate. We're going to orbit. So it's definitely time to tilt all the way over. Just going to rotate, get things nice looking neat. Well, okay, fine. Just stop. Okay, well, you see, we definitely needed those double control wheels. 70 kilometers. I can see at the top here. Right, it's thinking. Alright. So, what is Nightbot? Is Nightbot doing bad? Hopefully not. Okay, 77 kilometers. We're going horizontal because we want maximum speed. We're still climbing, which is good. Right, what is it saying there? Type of pirate. Yes. When you're playing Raft. Yeah, I really like Raft. They've just got an announcement for... Yeah, so keep an eye, little dodge. There's a game coming out like Polybridge about running ski lifts. And I should pay attention because I don't want to get up much higher than that. Okay, so... Whew, that wasn't too bad. Add maneuver. I can just hit the circularize button. And that will be a 30-second burn in 1 minute. So that's going to be pretty straightforward. Okay, let's speed up a bit. And at 15 seconds, we're going to go for it. Oh, let's drop the shroud. Here you go. Watch this. This is always fun. Whoosh. All the bits fall off. Okay, so... rotate. Nightbot is an AI. It's trying to help, but it's not very clever. Okay, I'm watching. We're going to have a lot of fuel left, which I'm very pleased about. Polybridge. I don't need to play Polybridge because there's a game like Polybridge coming out, which is cool. I like playing new stuff. And 200 left, and 5, 4, 3, 2, whatever. Oh, we did it. Actually, not too bad at all. Oh, very nice, Tiny Pirate. I'm quite pleased with myself. Hope you are. Extend the solar panels. I should put these on a hotkey, but I'm not sure I can. I can actually attach them to these weird control groups that come with this bad boy. What? Oh no, there's a coronal mass injection. That's okay. No one has any crew on them. We're crewless. Stage recovered. I wonder if we can see it on the map. So if I press B, Kerbalism gives me inner belt, outer belt, show. I can't see the coronal mass ejection, but I can see the magnetosphere and the radiation belts. Look at that. Those are all things you have to worry about if you're playing Kerbalism, but I don't have to right now because I'm crewless. So, am I ever going to stop the series? Which series? This series? Eventually, because I get bored. Yes, we're not bored. It's going to be published by the creators of Scrap Mechanic, which is different. So the publishers of Scrap Mechanic will help them with all of their business stuff, because those guys are just 4 students from Sweden. Oh, I know. Yeah, okay, you caught me out, Nevo. I know. Kerbal Space Program, but it's a long old passion of mine, and for some reason I've got a bit obsessed with it. So we need to go here, which means we need to rotate the craft, which we're going to do here, and we're going to line everything up, and we got to tilt our orbit about, no, not that much. Well, not 0 either. So how about 150? And oh, whoops, no. It's going to be minus 150, and that's going to be, what? No. 150. That'll be about right. I think that'll work. So it'll be a 4-second burn, and that's going to be like 0.12. No. 0.12. There we go. Just a tiny plane change. And I don't know why we've got that back. Cool. So we need to warp to a 4-second burn, which we can do easy enough. We'll just click the warp to maneuver node. Around we go. Zoom. Zoom, zoom. Once we're tilted, it'll be really easy to get to Minmus. You can do it without tilting, but I find it just a lot easier. Okay, so are you going to... Ah, come on, come on. We're very heavy still. Very heavy rocket. You can't skip parts. I know, you can't skip the part where I crash into Minmus and everything explodes. But you can talk to people, so that's always fun. It's a good thing to do. League of Fishes. Okay, we're locked on. 1 minute. Speed it up. A little bit faster. Cool. Gotta be a little bit precise with this one. I could just about do it with the other engines. Alright, 654. Yes, yes, yes. And that'll probably do. Cool, we are now tilted the same way as Minmus. Minmus is over here, so we want to be burning about this point on our orbit. Whoop, stick out a big burn. Whoop, nope. Oh, look at that. That's what I guess Tiny Pirate. That actually looks pretty good. And that would have us come in right there. So this is where it gets a little bit... Oh no. Actually, that would be really good. Do I want to... No. Don't want to do that. That would be really good. I want to come in and do a polar orbit, because we're going to land on the North or South Pole. I can't remember which. Probably doesn't matter. Let me just check. No, I think we're just going to do that one. Brilliant. So that will be in 20 minutes, and it'll be a 20-second burn with this much big arm blimmin' fuel tanks on our ship. So, warp to maneuver node. You can't donate your iPad. Oh, that's a shame. Never mind, it's okay. You can just watch. Should you sub? Should you unsub? No, you shouldn't unsub, little. And you should stay, because that's what good people do. Or at least they should subscribe. Look at this beautiful thing. I am going to put its legs down eventually, because otherwise I will forget. I hope these are powerful enough to do what we want to do. Okay. So, Aim for the target. Come on, ship. Come on. Spin it round. Yep. Yep. Bit more. You can do it. I know you can. Okay. I'm hoping the little bit of science we get will be helpful for... will be helpful to get us a little bit further along the track of getting all the parts I want. But I suspect I may need to send a probe to Juno, which will be a good laugh. So there, probes to Juno are fun. Juno's just a fantastic place to visit. It's like the Mars, if you don't know the game, it's like the Mars-like equivalent. Oh no, we missed our node. Can we just burn for it anyway? Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen? I think it'll work. We'll just keep chasing this little targeting thing, and we'll adjust our orbit on the way if we need to. Have we got enough delta V left? Yes, in the stage, maybe. Okay, we're definitely leaving the planet now. Oh, well that's handy. And 4 engines, a little bit more punch. And a bit more, a bit more, a bit more. Oh, I think we'll check there. So, oh, has it got it? Oh gosh, that is not a pretty orbit. Oh my god. That is not pretty at all. So, I mean, can we do that? 1200. No. Where is this thing going now? Where even are you going? There is... You're just going to go into space. Oh man. 600 meters a second left of delta V. This is very annoying. Did you get an advertisement in the middle? That's kind of weird. Later an advertisement pops up. Oh no. I've really messed this up. That's, look, 1300 delta V. I really have to change the orbit to meet Minmus. And I don't have the power to do that. Do we? We're not even close to being able to whack into the moon. Oh, damn it. You know what? I'm going to have to revert flight, guys. I don't want to... That is such a shame. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah. Totally messed it up. I just don't have the margins to mess around with a bad launch like that. So at least we know we can do it. We can get this up pretty quick now. So yeah, let's do the surface laser scan, the full thing, the throttle up. Save the surface laser scan. Good. Launch. Oh, ear-splittingly loud. Speed up time a little bit. Yeah, we know this part's all safe. You could have a shout out. Hello, little the Dodge / gaming and all. You wasted our time. Well, that's Kerbal. It's tough. I should have F5'd in space. That's true. That would have been quite smart. Could have saved the game in space and then reloaded. And we do that, and we tilt over. Yes. Oh, not. No. Don't be too cheeky, tiny pirate. No. Come on. Come on. Bring it back. Bring it back. Good. Okay, that was a little bit ridiculous. We still need to be going up. Good. And off go. We'll check the Separatrons. Nice. Perfect. Still going up beautifully. 30Ks. Those are going to get stage recovered, which is good. So we'll get the face reveal. You can go to my Patreon. I've got a really terrible face reveal video there. Or I've got an old drone video where I'm talking really badly to the camera. Both of which you should never watch. Come on. Up, 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 upwards. Upwards into space. Not quite going up enough. Up more. Going across very fast. I want to get the height up a little higher. Yeah, we're picking up a bit too much heat. Not the most efficient launch. Come on. Bit higher. Higher. Like a lot higher. Come on, craft. It's a little heavy at this configuration. Taking a bit of heat there. Come on. Really, seriously. 60. $70. Okay, let's 80. Yeah, set this thing cool down. Get up a bit higher before we circularize. Alright, so stage recovery is telling me that it has recovered those stages. Good. So that's a nice little mod to save a bit of money. Up, up, up. Yep. We shall click... yes, click the apoapsis, add maneuver, circularize maneuver, and that is going to be a 30-second burn in 1 minute, so we can afford to get level. And in space, we can afford to ditch our shrouds, extend the solar panels, and set up proper maneuver nodes soon. No, 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 no. Where are you going? Come on. Here we go. We're doing it. We're doing it. It's going the right way. It's going to do it. It's going to do it. Should I play Roblox? I don't really know Roblox very well. Not... Oh, here we go. We're going to need to burn pretty promptly. And I think we'll just start now. We're doing it. We're going. We're building and we're going. Space, the final frontier. And it's looking pretty good. I'm pretty pleased. Oh, bit too circular. Okay. Great, that's fine. So now we need to target Minimus, which won't be too hard. Set as target. And we come around to the descending node, which is when the orbits cross, if you don't know what that is. And it will need to be a bit less than that. So, and this one, look, 200. And this one will need to be about 20. Yes, that will be fine. And it's going to be, again, just a tiny burn. So we're going to just warp to it. Happily in space. Keeping warm. It's not been too bad today. It's been quite pleasant. Not too windy. Kids went out and we went out and it was good. Alright. So, what? 19... game. You are lying to me. The descending node, that's not going to be too bad to be a touch late for, to be perfectly frank. It's not going to make a big difference. Yeah, come out. So, we are now somewhat inclined. Inclined, I would suspect, enough. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just lining up to make sure our orbit lines up with the angle that Minimus is on. You see Minimus is on an angle? This moon here that is not, is on a perfectly level, but Minimus is on an angle. So we're all lined up, which means we can plan our escape burn, which we're going to do about there, because I'm not sure where else to do it. Out. Alright, so look at that. Ooh, pretty good. We're going to go, we adjust it back and forth a day. No, that would be a touch ridiculous by 1. So I'm going to catch up. So that would be the closest there. Let's bring it back. So, okay, that's looking pretty good. I don't really want to go that far. I want to go sort of there. Exactly there, in fact. That is beautiful. 980 meters a second in, which we have absolutely plenty of in this stage, and we're going to do that in 18 minutes, which means we need to speed up time carefully this time. No, just warp to maneuver node. Yes. And if we get it wrong, I'll replot. Medieval or space, which would I choose? Depends on the game. What would... Come on, I wish... How do I get the focus back over here? Focus on the planet. Alright, cool. Why have you gone... We've gone straight past it, and I don't know why. So, what I can do, though, is I can add... So that should add one orbit, which will not... Yeah. Come on. Give me back control. Yep. Okay, so that will not significantly change. No, that's fine. So, will you please now, game, warp to this one? Come round. Alt F4. Don't crash people out of my stream, thank you. F5. That's a very good idea. As soon as we stop, I will do that. Why are you pausing, game? Was that just my fault? I hope not. Oh. Did you do it again? Did you do it at Kerbal? I've seen you do this before, and I'm not sure what it could be all these radio lines. Okay, you're 3 minutes out. Fine. So let's line up and press F5. Thank you. Good remindering. Medieval space. I don't know what that would be. So, come round, come round, come round. And if I just hit the slightly speed up button now, it'll stop it rotating, which is quite a sneaky little trick. We are 1 minute, 50, 40. A little bit more, thank you. And we need to burn at 15 seconds. You want to be quite precise for these long distance trips. Make my computer faster. It's not my computer, it's... The computer's pretty quick. There's something funny going on. I suspect it's a number of green lines being drawn due to these mods. The mods are never quite perfect for what they do. Alright, we are burning. This big stage is going to shove us all the way to Minimus. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, little rocket. I know you can. 650, 40, 30, 20. Whoop. Did you skip right through it? Never mind. That will... What? What's it done? What? I don't get this. Do I need to slow down a bit? Oh, I do. Okay, very fractionally too fast. So I can do a little course correction on the way. And it won't be a very expensive one. See, 17 meters a second is very cheap in terms of power. So, Minimus, where are you? Let's have a look at you. So, let me have a look. What do I need to do? Yes, that would be perfect. 30 meters. Can I just bring this up a little bit? Ooh, look at that. Straight underneath. We'll try and get nice and close. Oh, straight underneath. We wanted to go straight underneath because we want to go into an orbit that goes looping around, so we can choose where to land a little easier. So that's fine. So that is going to be a 1 hour, a burn in 1 hour for coronal mass ejection. Don't worry, we don't need to worry about it too much. We got no one living on this thing. Speaking of which, we actually didn't put any shielding on this, which is a little bit concerning. 49 minutes, 38 minutes, Alright, I'm being a bit careful, being careful. Alright. Okay. Oh, looking good. I'll check chat while we rotate. Put my RCS on. Alright, got it. Got it. Why? What? Why won't you turn RCS on? Is it because you're a stupid core? Oh. What? Do I not? Oh, okay, it's because I don't have comlink. Thankfully, I do have this Communitron, and it will automatically deploy. It's one of the things the game will let you do. Come on. What? Okay. What? I'm so confused. A blackout? Oh no! Why? Is it... I think it's because of the coronal mass ejection. Comms blackout? Really? Really? Oh, this will drive me batty if it's true. I can fast forward if I have to. Hey there, Stu. Is the mass ejection doing it? Yes. And everyone's snicker. Why would it have a blackout? I don't understand. I've got another antenna on here somewhere. If I can find it. Deploy. Blackout. Oh. How long is this blackout going to last? Is this craft lost? Do I have to F9? I hope... there we go. Okay, so we're plus 1 hour, but that's okay. We can replot because it's not going to make much difference here. We can just add the maneuver here. We are slowing down. Yes, we want to slow. It was about 30, wasn't it? A bit more than that. 30 or 40, like that. Bring it a bit closer. And we go down to 0.1. Just tune it. Alright, that's fine. So we can probably do that right now. Cool. Okay, man, that was... Whoa. That was a bit worrying. That was very worrying. I shall turn off the RCS. Whew. Okay, so the coronal mass ejection was a pain. Hello there, Cody. Why would it have a blackout? No, the blackout is because the game's warned you that there's coronal mass ejections. There's actually one going on Earth right now. And today, in the middle of the day, we had, or just after we got home from kids playing stuff, they had a bit of TV, and the satellite TV said, we're having connection problems due to weather events. And that's actually space weather events. So the sun did a little burp, shot a whole bunch of high energy particles here, and that caused problems. Causes lots of interference with the signal, and the ionosphere gets all charged, and you see lots of exciting, what are they, like aurora borealis. There's been a few down here, down under. I haven't seen any because it's very cloudy in Wellington, but that's what happens. Alright, so 35 meters a second. Oh, geez. That was a little quack. We overcooked it. Oh, we did. I applied the full force, so we're going to go retrograde just a touch, and that will correct it. In fact, will I use RCS to go net retrograde? That might also do it. Get a smaller rocket. Poor. Silly. See a little smaller rocket. No one wants a smaller rocket. I mean, I'm going to drop this big heavy stage soon, but for now, come on, just slow down. Oh, don't tell me. Why are you so ridiculously spinny? What are you doing? Rocket, think about yourself. What are you doing? Solar storm in progress. Still. It could be that it's trying to simulate. I don't think it's trying to simulate like weird issues with controls. Why do people drive terrible in the afternoon? Yeah, that's a good question. It's a fidget spinner. I should have made a Kerbal fidget spinner. That could have been like 1 million views. Millions of views. It's what we all want. If you don't know already, you should say hello to UAV Stew. He's in the channel, I think, maybe still. He's a quadcopter pilot guy. He has a really cool channel called UAV Futures. If you ever want to learn about first-person racing drones, then he's a really cool guy to go check out. Alright, so let's check that. Let's give it a tiniest bit of welly. No, don't you do that. Oh, it's too much. We need... I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Come around. Come around. And then we'll get sped it up again, and we can get to Minmus, and we can land our weird little base. Yeah, the fidget spinner trend, a little bit too late. I don't know what I would have to do now. Probably some blimmin' Jake Paul fidget spinner KSP rocket. That'd be super exciting, wouldn't it? I'm saying sarcastically. Here it comes, here it comes. Here's the orbit's changing, basically. I can see the orbit changing, and boop. Ooh. That's a little tight. 10,000 meters. See, if I go RCS, I can actually back that off a little bit, just with the little puffs of my little rockety rockets. Yay. Okay, that's pretty good. What I'm going to do now is... Actually, you know what? This is going to be brilliant. This is going to be so cool. So, back to map. Turn on the RCS. We're going to do this. And who can tell me why we're going to do this? Because I'm a tidy space pirate. You should be able to figure this out. And then we're going to turn a little bit to the side. And I'm going to throw this off. So, if anyone can tell me why, I'd be very interested. And boop. Bye bye, little rocket. And now this thing is super maneuverable. So we want to do, I think we want to do that from memory. So, oh, now our orbit's gone weird. Okay, fine. We're gonna fire up all those rockets, and we are going to go the other direction. That's right. Well, to recover the stage, actually to crash the stage, I'm going to slam it into Minmus, just because there's actually a science pack you can get for that, but I don't think it's terribly compatible with Kerbalism. You slam rockets into planets to generate science. Bloop. That's going to be good. So hopefully, see, when we separated, when the two rockets separated, I think I got this right. I got pushed further away from Minmus, and the other one got pushed ever so slightly towards Minmus, which is very exciting for it. So it should go smack. And I probably landing gear. Oh, look at that. So this is what's going to land. It's kind of derpy, but it'll do the trick. And I'm pleased. So the next job for us really is just to warp to about here. And it's just going to do that really fast for us, unless we get interrupted by science, which is possible. Here comes the... See the orbits? It's showing us where we're going to cross over into... Yep. Now stop. Whew. Okay, so we now are over Minmus. Yay. And now we need to do a burn to slow down. And we might want to do a burn to tilt our orbit a little bit, but we'll see about that. I'm just going to try the slow down burn first. So that's just going to slow. Hold that direction. Slow us right down so we fall into the gravity well. And I've got a couple of other satellites around here to help bounce the signal so that I'm not totally going to be caught out. We are going to need to tilt this thing, so that's going to tilt the orbit. I would have liked to come in directly under, but it just didn't seem happy. We had some weird issue there. Alright, so that's fine. Add maneuver about the middle. And why are you not happy yet? What? 0, 0, 0. Oh, so let's just really? Okay, oh, I know what we can do. I think we need to burn a little bit just to circularize. There's about right. Perfect. And at this, add maneuver. Why? Oh, try it like this. 10 degrees at a time. Basically vertical is where I want to be. And that is 128 meters a second. That is not much left. Kerbal, I'm just minimus. Oh, I only need 180 meters a second to land. I'm just looking at my little orbity thing. So we are quite high up, 180. That should still be fine. Phew. So let us warp to this maneuver. And slow down, slow down, slow down. So we're going to tilt this orbit so we can land on the poles, because the poles have water and the South Pole has water and ore. And I can show you that if I pull up the overlay. Ore, and I've already scanned it, you see, and water. So water and ore right there. Beautiful. Close that. So I want to speed up a little bit more, get a bit closer, and we'll tilt this orbit. No science alerts. Did I not stick any fresh science experiments on there? Probably not. Okay, this one doesn't have to be too precise. So, but we have got it bang on. So now we just give it a little puff, and the orbital tilt. Zoop. Tilty tilty. So we're kind of burning sideways to our orbit, which makes it turn. We're also burning slightly retrograde. We're slightly slowing down and tilting, because when you tilt you add a bit of forward speed. Actually, oh, that'll be fine. So look at that. We could land on the ice cream planet. Let me just check the overlay from here. So ore, water. We are totally going to pass over that. And what is it like down there for... okay, so what I'm going to need to do is pull up the map. Projection. A polar projection. And I need to look at the slopes. And we need to make it a bit bigger. What are the... No, get rid of... No, get rid of the resources. No, don't show... don't show orbits. Don't show resources either. Just give me the slope. That looks super unhelpful. No. Anomalies, flags. Okay, altimetry. Well, I don't know if that's good or not. Oh, I think it looks flattish. Slope map. It doesn't look very slopey. Alright, well I think the South Pole's going to be where we land. The problem I worry about is sun. So if I did a burn about here and slowed us down, so slowed us down like a little bit more than that, so we landed yeah, like there. We want to land a kind of off center slightly and slightly towards the front of this, and then we will be in the place which in the future we're going to mine for water and ore, so we can actually be quite far up. Water 1%. Look, it's not great though, is it? But that's okay. I would want not that much. Okay, cool. So that will be fine. So we'll warp to that one. Around we go. Wee. So delta V. Where is Kerbal Engineer? You need to give me the surface, which will be the vessel surface. Oh no, not the surface. Body maybe. Okay, so we're 2 minutes out. Let's line up. Going to be a very short burn. It'll get us down, well, towards the down anyway, and then we're going to have to actually like burn properly, not to crash into it. Meme dog, bark bark. Sun is going to be an issue. The sun will be an issue, but I don't know how much of an issue until we get down there. I expect to see the sun some of the time, and it'll be a good experiment. Like if we're down there and it's terrible, then we'll have to put up a really big solar array and a lot of batteries to cover the weeks without power or something. We shall see. So 2 minutes. Come on, speed up. And I'm going to make it a bit slow, because I do want to hit this kind of precise. Oh. Okay, never mind. No. I want to go a bit faster. We'll spend a bit of monoprop on that. Okay, that should be fine. So, suicide burn distance is in 58 kilometers. And I think we are looking good. So the ore overlays the smaller one. We'll watch that one. We're looking good. And I'm basically going to stop us around about here. So I want to get a bit closer first. So I actually want to kind of see. Alright, we'll just go like bloop. Yeah, wow. How much is that? 122. I'll stop it a bit sooner. Because what I want to do is I don't want to come in on a really long, slow angle, because it makes you fall in a kind of weird way. So I want to try and sort of come more vertically down. Makes it a bit easier. 144 meters a second. That should be good in 16 minutes. Wow. Wow, we are super planning. We are super planning time. 245 meters a second is all I need. Do I have enough to do this? I think I'll be okay. It's giving me the stats here, I can see. So 1 minute for the suicide until this is suicide burn. It is pretty dark down there, isn't it? And I'm not even sure it's that flat. Has me a little bit worried, to be perfectly frank. And 49 seconds. We're going to do it from about halfway. We'll do about half speed. And 280. We're going to be okay. Oh, did we bring enough monopropellant? I hope we did. Let me just check. Suicide burn. We got 120. Yes, I think so. 111. We got 200 left. It's gonna be close, but not too extreme. I mean, we're killing a lot of velocity now. There we go. That'll be fine. Okay, so now we... the wonderful Kerbal engineer is very good for this. It's going to tell me that I have 5 kilometers to start a suicide burn. It's going to take 81 meters a second of fuel to do it. We got 167 meters a second. So that's pretty good. That's well planned. And we're going to plop down right there, which I might even add just a bit more. 160. I want to be as much as I can in the sun. And we already know that there is... So there is water... Or 3%. And there is water. Oh, 0%. That's just less than 1%, I think. 1%. I'm okay with that. We'll just have to figure it. And it's not too extremely hilly here. So, what are you saying to me? Suicide burn in 5 kilometers, which means we can go down a bit more. A suicide burn is the burn you do just before stopping dead. So you want to, like the Falcon 9, when it lands, the first stage, it does a suicide burn, you'll notice. Like it's going like 300 meters off the floor. It's doing like 400 or 500 kilometers, and it just goes full tilt and stops itself, which is pretty impressive. So we've got a little bit of sideways velocity still to kill. And we have enough to be able to do that. I'm going to do a little bit now. 700. It's a little bit slopey here. Yeah, hold it. I kind of wouldn't mind being a little bit more on that hill, but I can see shadows down there, which means we can see the sun. Alright, what do we got? 75 meters a second, and we only need 90. That is some really fine-tuned planning, if I don't say so myself. I'd like to say it's perfectly planned, but I'm not sure it is. Toggle containment pod. Oh, for the mystery goo. Adorable. Alright, down we come. Oh, I should probably try and slow down. Vertical. Just try and kill that sideways velocity a little bit. Can I do it on thrusters now? Not quite. Not quite, not quite. Oh, we're so close. We're really... Oh, no, 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 stop. Oh gosh, that's a bit... Ah. No. Oh, this is just painful. Come here. Oh my gosh, 26 meters a second delta V left. Come on. We need to go down. Where is it down? There you are. Come on. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. No, stop bouncing. No, 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 no. Oh gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, just stay still, stay still, stay still. Stand up. Stand up. Oh. Oh no, 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 no. Stand up. No, 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 no. Just stay still. Oh my gosh. Okay, stay still. Stay still. Stay still. Oh, these little tiny legs are just rubbish. They're also a bit... I should have angled them out a little bit. Okay, are we staying still? Are we happy? Oh gosh, can I leave it alone? Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, I need to go wipe. God. Laser surface scan. We should watch these. These are cool. Go away. Okay, so you can't... Where did the laser surface scan take place? I'll do it again anyway to show you. So, interesting mix of metal elements. Cool. So look, collect laser data. Zup, zup. It's going to do a little scan. Did that. Laser surface scan. Cool, we've done it. I'll show all of these because they're fun. Run analysis. Cool. Oh, I see. It's actually telling us dirt hydrates. That's good. Or no, really no % water. Really, I find that hard to believe. So a pressure scan, there is some data, good. A temperature scan, there is some data. Goo observation, we'll get the goo to observe, and we'll keep it wherever you are, little goo observation bucket. Good. Oh man, so we are down. We need to send this data home, which is the Kerbalism mod at work again. Oh wow. Whew, that was very close. I am really curious to see how... I want to kind of see how... That is really bugging me. I really 0%. I just think it's less than 1%. That's my feeling. Otherwise it wouldn't even have it on the map, right? Otherwise this would be a terrible place for a base. But we could always visit it one day with a lander, retop this up, move the base. But, I mean, that shadow is really long. And that... Is it in the... Yeah, I think it is. I'm just going to leave my cursor there. Yeah, I mean, it should have some water. We're pretty close to missing it, actually. So, the solar panels are working. What happens if I speed up time a little bit? Does the sun move much across the sky? Does it ever go down in total? It does. Maybe. And we have... Oh, it's not too bad. That's not too bad at all, actually. I'm pretty pleased with that. So contract, what's it telling us? Data from the surface of Minmus. Yay! Yes, we just need to speed that up to get this final bit of data off this craft, and we can go home and see what contracts we need to complete. Whew, that was a bit tough. I actually think I want to send a probe to Juna. So that's all our science gone. And this little craft, I think, will be just fine here till we have the parts to clip on and to do the extra work we want to do with it. And we came down with exactly 18 meters a second of delta V left. That is amazing. So I'm going to call this, I need to give it a new, like, we need to rename it and call it a base. All right, Minmus Base Alpha, brilliant. So now it's time to go back to Space Center. Hope some of you are still around. That was quite a lot of drama to get that far, I'm sorry. I think it was good drama, but it was drama. So, 115 science, it's not too bad. What have I got? Not really enough here. And those aren't super exciting. It's probably time to build a craft to go out to Minmus. Oh, sorry, to Duna. We really need a lot of science, and Duna's the way to go. So we want to go to Kerbal to Duna. So if you don't know what this is a transfer window planner, and it allows you to do a different kind of... no insertion burn? No, we're not going to trust that. It allows you to do a different kind of burn. So it can tell me that, for example, that in year 3... wow, there is a really good, cheap way to get to Duna. But what is this one? It tells me total 4,100 delta V. Over here, 1,600. That is so cheap. And then, yeah, I mean, that is a super cheap way. And it's a ballistic orbit, so kind of lobbing it rather than rising your orbit to meet Duna. Hello there, D. Webster. 2,000. I'm just having a look at the difference. 20,000, 2,000. There's actually a reason. When is this one? So that is in 353. That's not too bad. What is this value here? 453. So total delta V to get there from 100k orbit would be 2,500. What about if it was down here? 4,000. So the travel time is 151 days. This travel time is 1 year. See, that's the difference. This is time. If you want to go really fast, you can. And this is like the plan. This down here is basically SpaceX's plan. They want to have a really short travel time to Mars. And they want to do it by doing a ballistic orbit. So I will not want to do that. But I've got... what have we got? Settings. I've got quite a nice looking, like, what is the difference there? 4,000, 2,000. Like, right away, basically, there is not too bad. 2,000 delta V I think I can do. Add CAC alarm. Okay. Copy details. And can I get a maneuver node planner going? So I've just got to remember 2,500 to get into that orbit. We want a bit more to play with. So I need to build a 3,000 delta V probe. And then I need to fling it skyward. Okay, so we're going to go here. Oh, Skilly. That was, yeah, I was very close to not doing well on that one. So throw that junk away. We're going to need a decent core. Alright, that's the best core we've got. It's going to need a reaction wheel. So feel free to suggest what you think I should take with me on this thing. So it's going to need to be fairly light, but to still be cool. I like service bays because I think they look proby, and that's important. And I like to fill them full of, like, electrical stuff. Like that. That looks a little bit ridiculous, but that's okay. Actually, that looks a lot ridiculous, let's be frank. Yeah, maybe put that up there. So how much power is that? 2,800. So well, obviously it's going to last forever on power, but that's going to change. We want to give this thing 1x6 electric panels. 2 of them. C is silent. Oh, silly. Yes, the island. Is that Scotland? I'm trying to remember. I have been to a few places around there with names very similar. So, the monoprop engines are the most efficient, so we will be using those. But we want to be looking at the science. Oh, we want to be looking at comms. So comms is super. You know what? I just really hate that battery. That's going away. It just looks ugly. And looking nice is very important when you're going to space. We're going to use these instead, because 3 of those is more power anyway, and that looks a bit more probe-like to me. So, science, we need 1 of everything. So we're going to put our temperature scanner. Surface scanning module we don't need. The multispectral imaging platform, I'll put that on the outside because it should be, along with the telescope, which let's try and make face the right way. This is kind of cool. Watch. Bloop. It just has a little, I don't know, it's a thing. What does it do? Multispectral imaging platform surface that can also interact with SCANsat, biome scan, and a minerals detector. This, on the other hand, is a multi-channel. What does it do? Biomes, anomalies. Biomes and anomalies. Yes, that's kind of nice. So I might put 1 of those on as well. I just like having all the science. I'm not too worried if I get all of them right or wrong, but all the science is generally a good idea. A barometer thing, I think it is. This magnetometer is always nice to take up. This guy, I don't know. This is big. It's real. It's kind of way too big. How heavy is it? That makes it really tough to take anywhere. Oh, radiation scanner. Stick that in. Geiger counter. Okay. So, do I need to take both of them out? It's something I'm not too sure on. Oh, wow, that infrared telescope. Oh, that's just ridiculous. I mean, look at this. Plop. What? Why would you toggle flag? Why would you even take that? It seems crazy. All right, just gonna cough for a sec. Hotkey the solars. That's a good idea. Off the coast of lands in Cornwall. Oh, I see. So I've just, dodgy Minimus base landing, and it was a bit close. So no. Oh, MechJib, not MechJib. My other thing. Yep, we'll stick that on the side here. I'm just trying to build a small probe to go all the way out to do we altimetry? Do we need to do altimetry to go all the way out to Duna? It needs about 3,000 delta V to make it. It needs 3,000 delta V from orbit. And it's looking a little bulky. I can do that though. I want to make. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I do like things to look a bit realistic. It's just me. I can't handle it if they don't. It's not too. Oh, this one can go move. I don't want it to be under the solar panels. So I don't mind if you're under the solar panels. You can go there. Right. So have I? Magnetometer boom. Stay there. So have I missed any science? No. Yes, we got it. Don't want to take it. It's too big. No. Yeah, we've got that. We got that. Oh God. Come here. Got that. Got that. Got it. Want it. Got it. Want it. Got it. Want it. No. Oh, that's what we want. Gorsat. Where should we stick you? Over here. There we go. On the side. That's looking pretty complete. I do think the solar might need a bit more boost. We'll see. What else is required? A spectrovariometer is for atmosphere, so we don't need that, and those we don't need either. Temperature. Okay, so that's looking okay. Comms is what we especially want now, as well as fuel. So the best comms we've got is, I think, this one, which I'm going to stick on the side of a fuel tank, which will be monopropellant. Wow, not that much. Not that little. Oh, we actually have a special monopropellant tanks here. That one? Yes. And we need a special monopropellant engine. So, what delta V does that give us? Kerbal Engineer, tell us. 740? Really? Oh, out of atmosphere. Only... what? That seems ridiculous. No. Well, that won't give us any. Some monopropellant. What if we took that away and put on a normal fuel tank? And a small engine. 2000. It's not 1800. That's not quite enough. Orbital maneuvering. The monoprop should be slightly more efficient because I don't have big fancy ones yet. 1600. That seems really weak. It might be that normal fuel is just plain better, especially at that scale. And I can fit a bit more of it in. And engine 2700. It's not quite what I had hoped. So it might be time to slap on some. Oh, they're massive, aren't they? They really do look a bit weird sometimes. Let's stick on some side tanks. And then we just got to get this into orbit. Which won't... well, how bad will that be? That... how did... Pondering what this would do for us. Really? Oh, okay, let's... there we go. So, woo! That's a bit better. So that gets us like... wow, that's quite a bit of delta V. It's going to be quite heavy. But we're going to chuck it inside a core. And that's going to be just fine, I think. And we're going to drain those into here pretty quick. And then we're going to be able to go zoom, zoom. And we'll all be happy chaps. Brilliant. So... people are being strange. What are you doing? Guys, get in the box and don't come out. Hello, Guiliano. Stone guy, don't be rude. And everyone else, smile. It's the weekend. So this is okay, I think. I think it's good to go. I think this is good to bundle up. How heavy is it? 6 tons isn't too bad, I don't think. I kind of wonder what else we could stick in here. Like, there's always room for more. So, oh, I know maybe a fuel cell. I'm talking crazy here, I know. But a fuel cell, I think maybe a fuel cell is getting a bit overkill. Would it be under electrical? Yes, so the fuel cell needs hydrogen and oxygen. Don't want lots, only want one. No, I'll put it on the other side because there's a bit of mass on this side. And then we want a couple of fuel tanks, which will come from this part of the... this part, yes. Pressurized tank, small pressurized tank. Just in case. I don't know what will cause it, but... just in case. So that one's going to be oxygen. And that one's going to be hydrogen. Cool. Alright, so let me just check what Kerbalism has to say. It's got an hour of electrical charge in the shade. That's not too amazing. No, it's not too amazing. Can I squeeze a little bit more power in it? No, that would look weird. Not there. No. Come here. Go away. Would it be better to stick around the outside? Maybe it would. Now it's got 2 hours. 2 hours should be plenty in the shade. I don't think we're likely to see 2 hours of shade anywhere. That's fine. Cool, cool, cool. And oh, before I forget, gosh, that would have been fatal. Take up an antenna or two. We need a Communitron just for our getting into space part. Have a nice connection. I always like to throw on one of these because that's what I do. Just make it overkill with weird things stuck on it. Now, it's which antenna is the big question here. So, if this one is high gain, this one is high gain, this one 27, 23 it's at 238, 23 it's at 940. 23 it's at 238 bits per second. Wow, that feels a bit lame. I think I will stick it. I'm going to stick it there on the side. It's just going to be slightly off center. Oh, come here. Yep, that looks okay. No, just one of them. Alright, let's check center of mass. So, it's not too bad. I think this is going to be okay. It is currently sitting on a bit less delta V, so 4,000, 5,400, and I think I said it needed 2,500, didn't it, to get somewhere. So yes. 1 hour in the shade. It's up to 2 hours now. I think that should be okay for what we want to do. If you guys disagree, let me know. So, yeah. Stone, chill out, or I'll have to ban you. I could put on another battery pack, but it starts to get a bit heavy, doesn't it? So that is a concern. It starts to get very heavy. 3. Did that make it didn't. Why did it not make a difference? 3 hours versus. If I stick it up 1,000,000, 3 hours. It's not a very big battery pack, I suppose. That's just going to have to do. It's just going to have to. Oh, and it's hiding behind the dish. That seems appropriate. So 2 hours, 50 minutes, nearly 3 hours. I think that's going to be fine. So let's seal this bad boy up. Close the service bay. And why? What is all these? Oh, we've got lights all over it. I don't know why. What's it? Oh, it's the battery lights. Fine, fair enough. They're clipping through. So we've got all the science on it, massively scienced. This is possibly not needed, but I'm just going to stick it on anyway. I don't know if this other scanner does it for us. So, fine. So, let's stick this up. And then what we want is our launch body, which we have already pre-configured. It is the Minmus launcher. Whoops. Okay. It's going to need some controls. Will it? Will it? I think it will. Yeah, I think it will. It's a bit of a shame that I don't have. I could try and be sneaky. Is it? It didn't even clip through. Alright, we're just going to have to build it the old-fashioned way like this, which is a bit ugly. Maybe I'll put an adapter on it for aerodynamicness. Where are you? Utilities, structural. Oh, well, you know, if we're doing that, we might as well take away that. And we'll just have to strap it down with boosters. Straps, sorry. So, oh, fairing. Silly, tiny pirate. So, we need a decent sized fairing. Up, up, up. And, come on. and close the lid. Good. So that isn't looking too crazy. I don't like the fact that we don't have the large control things yet, but that's just going to have to do. So that goes up to there. And this doesn't have enough fuel. Let's line everything up. So that zoom, no, that lot needs to separate out. This goes with those. That goes down here. Pop, 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 pop. And then that gets popped at the same time. So I've got stage recovery mod on, so I want to get my monies back. Am I going to give it headlights? I don't know. Am I going to give it headlights? Why not? Can I stick one here? Why won't it let me stick the headlights on? Oh, it didn't even want to stick that one on. We'll stick some on. There we go. It's got... Can't see one of them. It's got headlights. We'll just shuffle them around. There we go. Headlights. Beautiful. A little bit more. And I can configure them. I can make one of them red. Oh, I can, yeah, make them pink. And I can make them... okay. LED mode. Blinking. There we go. Alright, I don't know. I should stop fiddling with that. So, let me check. Tons of delta V, zoom, and good thruster weight ratios there, lots of zoom, and then an absolute monstrous amount of zoom. In atmosphere, whoa, that, I don't think I had atmosphere tab on. This thing should go a mile. So, it's time to send it to Juno. I've got those credentials saved for the transfer, so cancel. This is just going to be Duna probe. This thing is going to go to Duna and it's going to do all the signs. You know what though? I might do I want to stick 2 on? If I can stick it, I'm going to stick 1 more on. It might increase the data rate because that can be a real pain in the neck. Quickly, tiny pirate, don't fiddle around all day. There would be fine. Once the cans come off, won't matter too much. Yeah, alright, that'll do. Fine. So, yes, good. Duna probe, ready to go. Whew. Anyone else? Yes, send it into the sun. Lots of zoom. Nightbot is a pain in the neck. Yes, I know, it can be very bad. The main thing we want to do is try and get a nice 100 kilometer orbit, because the transfer from Kerbin out to Juno does rely on all of those numbers being correct. And the orbit that it gives us, the weird ballistic, whoa, it's loud. The weird ballistic orbit that it gives us will be a little strange. And we have to get it quite precise. Here we zoom. Zoom. Up, upwards. Looking a bit Falcon 9 right now. I appreciate that quite a lot. Three kilometers. Don't want to go too fast. Oh, got a bit of aerodynamic shock around the shell, so I'm just going to dampen off the throttle a little bit. Start a gentle burn or turn. Gentle. Not, don't you, no. Don't you, no. Don't you tilt over. Okay, we do want this to go upwards fairly quick. Looking good? I think this is looking very good. That's looking great. I think this is performing really excellently. And discard. Yes. Oh, we forgot the Separatrons. Didn't matter, worked fine. So, right, cool. Okay, shut down the engines a little. 70 kilometers there. It's a bit of a coast. I will tilt right over and go for our orbit insertion, really. We are building the Insertatron penetrator to go to Duna. Right on the 90 degrees, good. 75 kilometers, I want you to be... This is actually very light. It must be a lot lighter than the Minmus probe. I didn't... the Minmus lander, I didn't check how heavy that was. Don't want that to get too high. Gotta watch that. But I will speed it up a little bit. Alright, that's pretty good. So, we... add maneuver, circularize. Yes. Oh, paste maneuver from clipboard. Wonderful! I can get the planner mod to do that. That's so nice. The planner mod is amazing. So, let's get out there. Oh, let's... we should ditch our fairings. And 3, 2, 1, fairings blown off. We should... Look, we've got the flashy, pulsing lights of doom. Always a good sign. Somewhere on here is our solar panels, and I can't quite tell. There we go. Because I haven't bothered to set them up in action, because I'm only going to do that once. Perfect. Goodbye, fairings. Down you flop. So, 1 minute for our burn. Speed up a little bit. Oh. Deploy... No, we got SAS. We got connection home. That's fine. We got connection home because that big dish is static and it sits there all the time. Cool. What's up? A league of fish. I got nothing. Send one into the sun. Yes, use a okay, cool. Let's get this on its way. And speed up time a little bit. Need to get to about 8 seconds, maybe a bit more. Alright, right. So, max burn. $92, $97. A little bit more. 96. I think that'll be fine. Phew, okay, that's good. That is very good. So what I want to do now is put a maneuver down, and I'm pasting in the to-do, the one from the clipboard. Minus 31 minutes. Oh, just missed it by 30 minutes. Okay, that's fine. We're going to do now. We can do this again. It's going to be no insertion burn. We're going to do a flyby because I don't want to do an insertion burn. So it's going to be a very slow trip. Copy details. Add maneuver. Paste. What? In the past? Oh, 2 days ago? Oh, you lying thing. Give me a one in the future. Here we go. Juna Kerbal. So, plot it and copy departure UTT. Okay, no, so we'll put it slightly in the future. That should be fine. So that makes it day 1. What? Year 1? Day 350. Oh, 5 days from now. Can we get it a little smaller? Let me see. 347. Yeah, that's fine. Copy details, add Kerbal alarm, close alarm, and add maneuver, and paste. And what, minus 2 days? Oh, yeah, that's fine. What was I doing? I think I got that wrong the last time round, right? So let me have a look. KerbalAlarmClock. Let us... Kerb and Juna in 1 day. Oh, what? Let's... why is that not doing it? Okay, that's fine. So, add Juno probe. Yes. Add alarm. Cool, it's in 2 days. Right, so we need to go back to the Space Center so we can speed things up. Yes, hello League of Fishes. Let us warp to, yeah, let's warp to that. Speed up. Okay, what is it doing? Oh, Minimus scanners being a pain. Whoa, 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 whoa. 3 minutes? Okay, so let's go back to Juno probe. Fly. I'd love to super chat. Oh, don't worry about it. AC Davies, no problem. It's nearly 11:10, yeah, so I'm going to send this on its way, and then I'm going to try and go to bed. Or something. 4 minutes. Phew. Okay, so we did get this exactly about right. Let's spin this thing around and forget about that. And do this weird burn. The orbit should look really strange. And it should look, already it's going to be slightly off center. So we're not doing a normal, if you know much about orbital stuff in Kerbal, we're not going to do a normal kind of burn. This is going to be a weird and very slow transfer to Juno, because it's going to be cheap on fuel. We could probably afford to go a bit faster, but never mind. And I suspect, really? 4 minutes? Really? 4 minute burn? Let's just line it up and go for it. Oh no, 30-second burn. Lying thing. Is it really going to be so cheap? I'd find that really hard to believe, but game wouldn't lie to me. Let's see what it says when we're done. Good morning, Ray. Good morning, Melina. Or afternoon. And a little bit more for fun. Alright, so, what orbit does it give us? Escape out. And then, oh, it actually was a pretty good. That was a pretty, but this is interesting. So, normally when you go to something like Juno, what you want to do is burn, so if it's a clock dial and we were here, you want Juno to be about here. So you put yourself to the sun and you go, right, this is the same for Mars, sort of, I think. So if we're here, we want Juno to be about here because it goes slower because we're on the inner speed. And then we go up, zoom up, zoom up, zoom up, and we catch up with it. That's expensive. Look at this. It's a big, long loop. This is why this one's going to be so slow. This is what all the probes do, the real-world probes, to save energy. And then we're going to fall in, clonk, closest approach there. So what I want to do now is get free of Kerbin's atmosphere and free of Kerbin and make a small adjustment. So this is going to be a massive time warp. There we go. We are high over the sun. So close proximity. Oh, magnetometer. Okay, so yes, magnetometer has extended. Good. So I can't really see it. Can you? Let me see if I can get it spinning around. All right, there you go. You can see the little magnetometer boom. That's stuck out there, which is cool. The telescope is going to do some observations from up here. Find out some science. Multispectral science is going on. High over the sun. Bright sun overloads detectors. That's fine. And an irradiance scan of the sun? I suppose so. Hi there, Sajiwa. And what are we looking at? The sun is emitting light. Yes. Okay, so now, where are we? We are currently, well, we've left. Are we going Oh yeah, we're going this way. We're going this way. Zoom. We're going to fall in. But what I want to do is find out what it's going to take to adjust this ever so slightly. Look, tiny, tiny changes. Tiny speed change there. Will change how close we get. Oh, wow. That's actually pretty close. That's not bad. Oh, but look, if I change it down to 0.1 bloop, or 0.01, I can make tiny adjustments. And coming in underneath it would be good. So then we can do a nice little orbit. Get a bit closer this way. This is actually going to be really, really, really tough to get right, I suspect. Because the delta V, look, 9 meters a second. It's just minuscule. Maybe we'll make this one 1. We want to get really nice and close. That's still too far. Ah, oh, beautiful. 192. 6. Oh, I think a little bit more for our scanners and stuff. Yeah, that'll be good. Cool. So that's going to be in 2 hours. I suspect that if we burn it relatively promptly, like we don't have to be too precise because we're already on our way. We're already going in a long straight line, and we can just leave this one. So slightly off angle. How much longer the stream? About another 15-20 minutes at most. And here we go. Take care of the animals around the zoo of turtles. Oh, okay, sounds cool. Bit closer to the time. Bit closer to the time. Oh, that's okay. A little tiny bit over won't matter. We're going years of travel after all. Whoops, slightly overdid it. Oh, what? Oh, look, we're actually going to have to adjust this back a bit. So what I will probably do is speed it up slightly. I feel like actually trying to crash the body of this vehicle into the moon or into Juno, and then I will do a slight change of the probe so that it doesn't, because we want to get rid of space junk. We don't want space junk traveling everywhere. Survival or God Simulator? I like survival. I like tycoon builder games as well. Do I prefer one over the other? I'm not a big fan of Minecraft anymore. I just feel like I actually played Minecraft before it was even properly released. So I got like a very early, like one of the betas many years ago, and I kind of feel like I've done my dash with Minecraft. So retrograde. Actually, what I can do, where are you? I can't believe how much fuel this thing has got. So thrust limiter, and drop this right down here. That way it will be really slow when we turn on the throttle, and I will be able to hopefully get it to crash into Juno. Okay, so oh, look at that, 1,000 meters. Perfect. It actually clips through the ice cap. Nice. And now what we're going to do. So let me think. We are facing retrograde, which means if we push it that way, we'll actually push this faster forward, which means it might actually skip the moon. So we're going to point this way, which will slow it down a slightly teeny bit more. And that should do the job. That should do the job. I know Minecraft's changed a little bit, but what surprises me is how little it's changed. Like they've probably got like 2 people working on it seems like, and nothing else, and they're just raking in the money because no one seems to care if it changes much. Or at least, well, I kind of care because I think they could do a lot more. They kind of haven't done it. And boop, off goes the probe. And we're going to leave that thing slowing down. So now we're both on a trajectory. But look, our trajectory has changed again, which is kind of cute because we've gone a tiny bit faster. So we actually need to go retrograde. But the problem with going retrograde is that blooming rocket's there, right? So what we actually need to do is burn slightly this way. So come on, because we want to get out of the way of our tail and give it the barest minimum of little shunts. There we go. So now we will separate. And now we will go retrograde. Very adorable, going a bit far out. Okay, so now Let's give it a little push like that. And another one. And let's try again. Oh, I do actually want to come in front of it because it'll slow me down then. So watch we go prograde, flip it around, and then okay, so not that far. That's all right. I think that'll probably do. I might just thrust limit it a bit. If I had little RCS jets, they would be enough. That's a really tiny, tiny difference in velocity, right? Come on. What have you lost? Have we lost signal? No? Why? What's going on? Oh, that's the stage is recovered. Game, come back to me. Oh, here we go. There was some weird pop-up. Okay, so try again. That's exactly where I want to be, and then we will recircularize. So where does that put us relative to the booster? See, the booster's quite close, but not that super close. And it's going to drift away. We're on a different course now. We're going to different places. It looks like Kerbal behind us. Amazing. So do we go all the way to... I think we do. I think we warp all the way to this transfer. Because when you come into transfer... Actually, Junior Escape? No, I don't want to warp Junior Escape. I want to warp to... Junior... wherever it is. Junior Entry. Alright, we'll just speed up. We'll put a... we'll warp to here. Warp here. Oh no, lost signal with Lunar Mapper. I've got to get rid of these ridiculous Lunar Mapper. I've got to tell it to stop telling me about its problems because I don't care about its problems anymore. So warp here. 1 year. Okay, so Min-Miss Mapper. Okay, don't tell me about your problems. Min-Miss Mapper. Come here. And warp. Here we go. 1 year. This is a 1 year journey. Lost signal with Min-Miss Polar Scanner. God, okay. Min-Miss Polar Scanner. Give me. Here we go. Turn off all these alerts. I don't care about those craft anymore. I have a beautiful spaceship that is somewhere... I have no idea. Where are you even, spaceship? Can't even tell. But I do know I want to get you to at least... Where are you even coming in from? I'm just going to go here. So here we go. Ah, here it is. There's an asteroid clicking around. So we're coming up. Whew, maximum warp. You played video games with dinosaurs? Ah, that's a shame if there's no more. Solar panel, Deep Solar Explorer. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about that. Deep Solar Explorer can break. I would be very sad if this thing broke. Warp here. Right, I don't care about Deep Solar Explorer anymore. It's gone. Deep Solar Explorer is a damaged vessel and no one cares about it. It's never going to do anything except intercept maybe another world. Alright, come on. Let's get this thing moving. Cool, we're off. And here we go. Look, it's so slow. This is... wow, this is just so extremely slow. But it's cheap. Look how much... Like, we've got so much leftover fuel. It's a bit ridiculous, to be frank. I could have spent a lot more. Coronal mass ejection. We're going to have to soak that up. It won't matter too much. We'll be out of contact for a while. Yep, yes. Storm duration 4 hours. We've got one of those right... we've got one of those happening right now. Right now in our system. And yeah, that's why some people satellites and signals, what have you, and TV will be a bit flaky. Survey sat, don't care. Stop telling me. I mean, on a year, that's the problem here. We're doing a year-long trip. So I should have maybe upped the quality on some of our gear on this in case some of them break. What Jurassic Park game are you playing? Pigs steal birds' eggs in real life. Yeah, I imagine they do. Pigs are omnivores, right? Come on. They'll eat anything. That's why they're clever. Solar panel. Yes, survey sat. Don't care. Go away. So 208 days. Coming closer. You play Ark? Ark's cool. Treadmill malfunctioned. Ugh, on the base. That's a shame. When we get a Kerbin out there, we can repair that. 155. Oh, this is going to take a little while. We're going to get old waiting for this. Solar panel. Yeah, that's fine as well. The base has got no one in it. It's fine if it breaks a little bit. Ark. Oh, Ark dinosaurs. Yeah, that's... Yeah, they're a rip-off. Yes, yes. More malfunctions. Warp here. Come on. This is what we don't want to break. Warp here. We're slowly going to fall back into Juna now and get ourselves massive science. I should have actually sent some off to all the other worlds. I mean, these are a great craft. Reaction wheel. Where did it break? Kerbin Sciencer. That's fine. I don't care about that thing. I actually need to go back to the Science Center to check if I have some science experiments or missions, contracts to do for Juna. Antenna's broken. That's fine. Old probes we don't care about anymore. They're just falling out of the sky. What? Signal lost? Oh, that's a bit of a worry. Hopefully it comes back. That's probably a good time to go back to the Space Center to check contracts. KSP 1.3 Siobhan, that's exactly what I'm playing. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. So... Science contracts. What? Is this all? Hall thruster? No, I don't have that. I don't want to rescue people. Ike. Sun. 5 asteroids engaging Kerbin. No. That's a real sucky suck. These, they want to Minmus? No, I don't need those. We're just going to go to the next day and maybe we'll get some more contracts. You have 1 frame per second playing Ark. 1 frame per hour, that's a real shame. I don't want to do that Sun one. No, these orbit ones are boring. I don't have a Hall thruster on me. Can I upgrade this to give me more contracts maybe? Yeah, we're going to do that. It's cheap. Go to the next morning. Yes. Keep it up. Minmus. Kerbin. No. No, we don't want these. Rescue from the surface? No, he's going to die as soon as he's picked up because of Kerbalism. Nope. Not Ike. Nope. No. Surface outpost on Ike? It's miles away. That's ridiculous. We've done... No, not that one. No. 13 asteroids, no. Surface outpost on Juno. That's a little brave. Not the sun. Surface outpost on Ike. Surface outpost on the moon. We can do those eventually. Science data. Minmus. No. A base separator orbiting the sun. No. I'm going to have to go... No, I think that's not going to produce anything for us that we want for Juno. We're just going to have to do it ourselves. Oh, never mind. We'll go back. It knows what we want, and it won't do it. Yes, tell dinosaurs do not jump off cliff, please. Ooh, very close now. Very close. So, I think we're going to just warp to the encounter. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. What the heck happened? Okay. Fly this ship. Oh, I hate the way Time Warp does that. It always has a little freak out. Hey, if you haven't already, do subscribe. I like playing interesting games, not just Kerbal. It's worth checking out. Well, what is wrong with our connection? Don't you tell me I've got a wrong connection somewhere. Deploy. Don't you dare tell... What? Is it too far? Are we just too far from... Oh, Kerbal is on the... Oh, that is extremely annoying. That is extremely annoying. I've got a ton of fuel, but we're in the wrong kind of place. I've got no control. I can do the science. So magnetometer, radio plasma waves. We'll stick the radio plasma wave scanner out. Yep. Orbital telescope. Yep. We're too far away. Multispectral analysis. Look at all this science. I can't do anything with temperature analysis. Pressure scan. Radiation scan. Cosmic radiation will be a problem for future. Yes, there is no magnetosphere. Lots of visible light. High albedo. Nothing will work because we're too far away. Oh, that is so frustrating. I'm not going to be able to do it. We're going to be in this perpetual orbit till Kerbal catches up. I mean, once it catches up, we're going to have the fuel to go far, and I can put it in some kind of, even go out to Joule with this much fuel. Because look, delta V total 3,700. That's quite a heap, but that's looking a little strange. It's jammed into the back of this. That is super frustrating, and I just don't have the tech to do the big long-range antennas. That is a pain. If I had had some kind of halfway scanner, actually, can this one do any relaying for? It's too far to relay. If this was, so Kerbalism doesn't let you do. Oh, what? You're not giving us anything? Are you giving us something? No? So Kerbalism, this is another satellite. If we weren't using Kerbalism and we were using remote tech, then I would be able to do a massive big relay network to get out, but I do not have that. So this guy can't do anything for us. He's on some weird orbit anyway. And we are just going to end up flying past with our craft, wherever it is. Where are you? Oh, come on. That's kind of weird. Where are you gone? Oh, that's Ike, Juna. Come on. Don't be so... What? I'm going to have to go back to space station, the center tracking station. Oh, at least we can pick up some more science and whiz past, and then maybe send it when we're done. Because all we need to do is go past, and that is, like, ideal. Then we can send the science later on, I suppose. So another stream. In a few days, I might record something tomorrow night for a change. Well, I mean, the craft is still okay. I mean, it's not... You know, it's not the end of the world. It's just... And how close are we going to get? It's actually all right. I mean, we're quite lucky that the system didn't get totally wrong. Good news is the other thing's going to slam into it, so we'll get rid of space junk. And we're not going to get close enough to get close science. It's such a shame. Look at that big, beautiful world waiting for us to circle it. And we've lost it, which is a shame. Where are you going? Did you miss... Did we push you... We did. We pushed you slightly off the wrong orbit, damn it. We should have actually pushed you a bit harder into the thing and then ditched you harder. But never mind, that's okay. You're going to just have to carry on your merry way. And no connection. Just gone. Too far. Ah, beautiful probe. Just going to have to keep traveling deep through space with our little friend here, probe buddy. And out again. Ah, what a shame. What a shame. It will eventually catch up with Kerbin from memory, but that's going to take like months. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. It's got the connection back. That is that is so annoying. Where's my data? No. Oh, it's telemetry only. Really? World first milestones. Flew by Juno. Escaped the gravitational influence of Sun and Juno. Why is it so poor? We've got telemetry only. I don't even know what that would be. Like transmitting telemetry. Whereas these ones are transmitting like 63. What? It's yellow, whereas speed up time. Yeah, we're just cruising through space now. That is so... Oh my god. Press F to pay respects. That is so annoying. It says we've got a link. Why will it not let me use it? That's what I don't understand. I mean, we've got a flyby, and that's great, but... Oh no, here we go. Now I've got it. So there's the data. We can send it all home. So we did a flyby, lost control, and you came back. I mean, it is in a solar orbit. It will eventually be manageable to go somewhere. Magnetometer scan. Transmitting target DSN 3 kilobits per second. Brilliant. Got flashy lights though, so that's alright. But look, we can send all the science. Sending. Brilliant. And let's finish the science. Yeah, F to pay respects. We'll send all the science and then we'll leave this vessel to piddle about on its own. We are in the Stone Age to have such poor antennas on our vehicle. And done. Okay. Everyone else is affected by this coronal mass injection. Oh, we're miles out. Not a problem for us so far. But, I mean, that is super annoying. What I suspect is that one day we'll be in a place to modify our orbit. And to, like, maybe, I don't know, do some inclination change and then just try and adjust it carefully from there. And we should have plenty of fuel to do that. But for now, we want to go back to the Space Center, see how much science we collected. Should be a couple of 300. Yes, coronal mass ejection. Yes, it's all bad. 500? That's quite good. So that really lets us have a few options here. Storage for a base, but we don't really need storage. Moisture sensor and science stuff. How would that compare? Oh, 92. I mean, that would be definitely very, very, very handy. That would get us out to the distant worlds, I think, more reliably. Yes, I think that would be good. Just checking here. That's a little bit more science and a core. A different set of... Oh, the command module. Planetary command modules. Couple. These are the important parts for the base. But I feel like with the extra transmitting power, we'd be able to go further. Heavy landing wheels, we don't have to worry about. Landing legs, not super useful. This one is for the bases, but not really yet. Nothing really there for jets because I don't play with jets much. What are these for? Orbital bits and bobs. Adapters and things. Not super worried about them. And more weird fuel tanks. And the nuclear engine. I think the choice is obvious. this, I don't know why that's called unmanned tech. It's a bit of science. And the MicJib, which would be nice, but frankly, I want this relay antenna. And the next thing I want after that are these parts for the planetary science. No, not that one. That one. That cupola, which I'll show you very quickly. Not enough science. Oh, that's going to have to wait. But what that does is this one here is a big module that goes on top of, for a base, basically. Or no, it's heavy command module. This is like a planetary command module that you can stick on a planetary base, and so is that, and that'll be very nice. And a services bay, yay! This is, I have no idea what it's for, but that's fine. Anyway, I think that's probably enough for now. It's going to be time to send up more probes and to switch out the antennas on them, but it's not going to be today. I might get something going on with Junior another time, maybe when I'm offline, just to get something running. Until next time, I've been Tiny Pirate. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, let me know. I'll be hanging around and chat for a little bit. And you can send me messages there. You can subscribe and like and all that stuff. Until next time, good night. Thanks for watching.